We got rid of lice without poison, and you can too. It's actually easy. You use distilled alcohol, like gin or vodka, and I'll tell you how. You don't have to put poison on your child's head, and it will take you about an hour, spread over 2 weeks. First of all, don't believe anybody if they say they got rid of their lice, but they don't say how long they've been gone. It's easy to kill or come out most of them, but unless you get all of them and all the eggs, the survivors will keep breeding, and you'll notice them again in a few weeks. Unless somebody tells you the lice have been gone for months, don't believe in their cure, at least not yet. Our lice have been gone for several years now. Secondly, don't freak out. You don't need to destroy their bed, clothes, and stuffed animals. Lice live less than 24 hours unless they're on a head. Just wash everything once you start treatment. Third, there are lots of non-toxic treatments that almost work, which is not good enough. But there are non-toxic treatments that do actually work. Here's our story. My daughter complained her head had been itchy. We looked closely and could see lots of lice and nits. We then looked at my wife and other daughter and found some lice, but not as many. I was lice-free. We refused to try any toxic treatments because who wants to put poison on their kids' heads? Also, the toxic treatments are apparently not very effective. So we tried every non-toxic cure we could find. We tried combing them out, we tried combing with almond oil, we tried combing with tea tree oil. It took months. The cure seemed to work at first, but the lice always came back in a few weeks. Of course the lice were always there, we just never got all the adults and all the eggs. Getting the adults is relatively easy because they're big, but if you miss even a few eggs, they will hatch and breed a new crop of lice. Any treatment you use, you must repeat after 1 week and 2 weeks to get any newly hatched adults before they can mature, mate, and lay new eggs. After all these failures, we gave up on trying cures which relied on combing. The first method we found that worked at all was using Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser. We spread it on the hair, covered it with a shower cap, and left it on overnight. We repeated after 1 and 2 weeks. This worked only for my wife, who had always had the fewest lice, but not my girls. For them, the lice soon rebuilt their population. The next cure that worked was mayonnaise. We used the same method, leave on overnight, repeat after 1 and 2 weeks. This only worked for one of the 2 girls, the one who had always had fewer lice. Plus it was awful. It smelled bad, and one girl found a bit of dried mayonnaise behind her ear the next day at school. She hated it. The last girl still had lice. She had always had the heaviest infestation, and they had resisted all of the treatments that we used, even the treatments that worked on my wife and other daughter. I finally found the miracle cure: gin. I knew distilled alcohol like gin would kill the adults, but I had never heard of it as a lice treatment. I first tried it on myself, even though I had never had lice, to make sure it didn't make me bald. It seemed to have no effect at all on my hair, so we treated the last girl as follows. 1. Put gin in a squirt bottle to make it easier to use. 2. Put a towel on their forehead to keep drips out of their eyes. 3. Soak the scalp and hair with gin all the way to the tips until they drip. 4. Put on a shower cap so the alcohol doesn't evaporate quickly. 5. Leave in for 2 hours. 6. Repeat. That's 2 treatments over 4 hours. 7. Wait a week and repeat. That's 2 more treatments that day. 8. Wait a second week and repeat again. That'll be the final 2 treatments for 3 days of treatment over about 2 weeks. It didn't hurt her hair, and the lice were finally gone. I'm sure any brand of gin or vodka would work the same. Probably any kind of distilled spirits, not beer or wine, would work. Please pass this on so we can keep people from poisoning their kids unnecessarily. Thank you for your time.